Hello, folks. I'm the Red Red, and this is our Adventure Guild. Last we left off, we were having our Adventure Guild being sieged by the combined forces of the Demon Lords. And it was going well so far. Well enough. I mean, in the background, people are dying, but our party here, the Guardians who are dealing with this as the primary party are, none of them have been severely hurt or anything like that, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and, continue talking with the people here. Magica was drawing some sort of magical circle on the ground. Every so often she would look at the circle, shake her head, and start redrawing parts of the circle with new symbols. The guildmaster approached and asked her what she was doing. From close up, they could see the dark circles under Magica's eyes. She looked as if the lack of food was not the only thing affecting her. Yes, that was one of the things that happened at the end of last episode, is that our food stores... First, we went out and we burned their siege weapons. Then they apparently got in somehow and burned our food stores, so... I'm attempting to devise a spell that might alleviate the sensation of hunger. Regrettably, my previous attempts, perhaps due to insufficient sleep or proper nutrition, have yielded no success. Nonetheless, there is a glimmer of hope with this latest iteration. She drew a final mark on the circle and then addressed the adventurers. Would any of you be willing to test its effectiveness? Eric. Eric stepped onto the inscribed circle, and Magica commenced chanting a spell. The magical symbols illuminated, enveloping Eric in a soft glow. After a brief moment, the light subsided. "And how do you feel?" Magica inquired. Eric could tell that he still felt hungry, but was overall less burdened by the feeling. Not exactly the outcome I had envisioned. Nonetheless, it matters little now, as I can discern that I lack the strength for future attempts, Magica conceded. "If you would excuse me, Guildmaster," she added before suddenly slumping down. Alarmed for a moment, the Guildmaster soon realized that Magica had merely fallen asleep. They had asked some of the nearby novice adventurers to carry her to a bed. Some resistances for one encounter for Eric. Gathered around the makeshift campfire, a group of adventurers sat together, and Tavi was seen distributing cups of beer to everyone. Spotting the guildmaster and their fellow adventurers, she approached and handed them drinks too. "Just for today, on the house," she announced with a warm smile. The alcohol wouldn't still their hunger, but it could offer a bit of comfort in these challenging times. Vincent occupied a stool near the campfire, skillfully playing his lute. His condition seemed surprisingly better than many others, making the guildmaster wonder if Vincent possessed an unexpected resilience they hadn't expected from him. There is a little bit, and this one in particular is egregious to me, of repetition of words within sentences that I'm assuming maybe flows better in the original language, but this in particular, his unexpected resilience that they hadn't expected from him is... I know that this game tends to have that repetition of words, but that is the most egregious to me. In any case. However, A closer look revealed the subtle application of makeup, hinting at a conscious effort to maintain appearances. Meeting the guildmaster's gaze, Vincent responded with a smile, urging them not to shatter the facade. I'll also briefly point out here, medieval beer, and this is fantasy world, so maybe not one-to-one analog, but medieval beer was actually significantly weaker than modern beer, and was a source of calories. Like, it wasn't completely empty. Vincent began to play the song that he had composed about the Adventurer Guild. He sang of their humble origins and their earnest endeavors to make a living. He recounted their trials and tribulations at the hands of the Bandit King, their involvement in divine matters, and their triumph over the witch. Vincent sang of the adventurers' accomplishments, the fallen comrades, their sacrifices, heroism, and above all, their humanity. The song concluded with a powerful message emphasizing that they were heroes, and heroes don't fall easily. The performance struck a chord with the audience, and some were moved to tears. Many of the adventurers had joined the guild at their lowest points, and not many had told them that their lives mattered. In response, cheers erupted, and the rallying cry of "For the Adventurer Guild" echoed through the air. The guildmaster, too, joined in. Everyone gained some bravery points. I'm gonna go ahead. You can use a mana potion. And Alon, you can use a mana potion. Actually, Alyssa. 72... This is not likely to not by much at least. You could probably use one in fight. I can leave it at that and just start this event. Viola looked slightly pale when the group saw her. The guildmaster, feeling irritated, asked what she did with their food ration they gave to her yesterday. "I gave it to an adventurer. They can make better use of that energy than me," she said in a tone as if she didn't want to hear any complaint from the guildmaster. The guildmaster was about to say something, but gave up. They were too hungry to argue right now. I'm just going to double check I'm not missing anything. No. And that circle doesn't do anything. That was just Magicka circle, so we're gonna retire for the day. Feeling tired and hungry, we decided to go to bed early. Everyone take some damage. Okay. Everyone lose some bravery. Okay. Sleep didn't come easy to the guildmaster. There were many issues that needed to be resolved, and it kept them awake. Suddenly, a noise near the door roused them. Initially dismissing it, they soon realized the door was opening. As they stood up, a novice adventurer had entered, seemingly normal at first. However, the glint in their eyes and the dagger in their hands revealed their hostile intent. Swiftly, the adventurer attacked, pushing the guildmaster to the ground. With a crazed determination, the assailant aimed to drive the dagger into the guildmaster's chest. Desperate, the guildmaster tried to resist, but the situation was dire. Just as the dagger threatened to pierce their skin, a second person entered the room and rammed the assailant away with their body. It was Elan. The assailant, thrown off, hit their head on the wall and fell unconscious. Elan quickly explained that several novice adventurers had turned hostile and attacked the gate guards. Without wasting time, they hurried towards the gate, discovering a winged female demon surrounded by enthralled novice adventurers. Understanding that this demon could seemingly manipulate adventurers, it became clear how it could hide itself for so long and how they could so easily identify and destroy the supply store. Now it had gathered enough thralls to attempt an attack on the gates. The rest of Elan's party soon arrived. Realizing the urgency, the guildmaster instructed the guardians to deal with the demon. Acknowledging the severity of the situation, the adventurers nodded and immediately engaged in battle with the demon and their former allies. There are many people here I consider more reliable than you. Okay, so we've got a fight to remember. This is all or nothing. We've got those barricades, and it's nighttime, so accuracy of everyone's reduced. You guys are charmed. You're not. I'm willing to bet if we were to just run down the demon. Oh, but you guys are like level 15 adventurers. Although, you don't have a lot of skills. How to handle this? Well, if you get our haste out, then I don't have to worry about Alyssa having to do it, and I don't have to worry about anyone getting I lost my train of thought completely there. We're gonna spend at least some bravery points here, although I'm not entirely certain on what it should be for. I'm thinking if I go with Donovan's act now, he could try to double uncharm someone. Or maybe if I just go hurry. And I'm gonna go with Dancing Song. That'll be your whole turn. Wander, do you want to go running in there by yourself? Yes. Yes, you do. Flurry of blows. Once we're in there, we switch to Earth stance. And what's your thing? Gain an aura with the following effects. All enemies lose accuracy. And you're gonna spend some to drink one of these potions of willpower. Ah! Alyssa... Go ahead and wait for a hot second. And let Donovan come up here. And... can we not cast Cleanse Mind on these people? Okay. Yeah, okay. So, it's because it's literally not a status effect. So what exactly does this do? They're just... wow, they're just like straight up, no, you can't touch these people. Okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks a lot. And, I don't know what to do about it. This angel's going to start knocking on these people. And again, I don't really know what to do about that. Like, this is actually a little bit of a rough one. I'm gonna run past and they're about to shoot through. Like, I don't think I can really save a lot of these adventurers. I can try to get to her as quickly as I can, but if she's just gonna keep running off like that, there's not a lot I can do. Okay, so this is all the ground there. We've got to step up around there. I'm just trying to figure out the way this fits together. And then we've got like these ramparts up here that we could teleport onto or down from, but like otherwise are useless, which is funny to me. But yeah, go ahead. We're gonna teleport here. Oh, I didn't even realize I teleported right onto you. Go ahead and give yourself that magical shield right now. Wait, was that per encounter or is that per... yeah. You're gonna get killed here. Everyone's gonna lose some bravery for it. Yeah, go ahead, throw out your little guy. And we're gonna rush up. This is about to be a depressing battle for our heroes. Go ahead and run up and make your Song of Valor. And, do the Steadfast song, too. That's probably a good one right now. Wander here. You're gonna need to drink a mana potion. Then run up here. Leap here. They didn't jump her down there. I'm gonna need to just come in as close as you can. Here's actually good. Do you have any weaknesses? No. So go ahead. At least one hit there. Ironically, it's probably for the best that you hit the demon, but no one else. Even if I'm aiming at them. Sorry, dude. Yeah, let's let that be your turn. Donovan, go ahead, get your rally out. Alyssa. There we go, one shot. And you know what? I wouldn't take this second one. Yeah, these adventures, these novice adventures they're not really a threat to us. Their threat is really in them dying. Go ahead and empower everyone. Yeah, angelic song, sure. And then run up there. Wander, go ahead, run down next to her. Faster we can beat her down. I think I'll take that as your whole turn. Alyssa. So if I go... Alyssa, do you have... Okay. You have lightning as a specialty, but you have some kind of fire equipment. She has weakness to fire. Why is your fire? Lightning's doing 60s. Does fire just do that much more damage? Lightning just doesn't do a lot. It just has that range and everything. Go ahead and wither her. And then do the fire too. And Lon. Actually, we might be able to finish her right here. And if we can, that would be very, very good. Yeah, Alon can finish her off. Alon, just one more strike. You don't even have to make the... Okay, Alyssa. I mean, your withering carried a bit there. Maybe I should have pulled that up earlier. The demon lay defeated, and the gates were secure once again. Yet the Guildmaster could see the toll the battle had taken on the adventurers, particularly Alyssa. Doing that withering kind of withered her. Struggling against their own comrades was a bitter experience, and the mental strain was obvious. Recognizing the need for rest, the Guildmaster ordered everyone to return to their quarters and attempt to get some sleep. A somber silence filled the air as the adventurers withdrew. In the quiet aftermath, the Guildmaster hoped that a miracle will occur. On the dawn of the 10th day of the siege, an unusual atmosphere hung in the air. Something was amiss, and the Guildmaster couldn't quite put their finger on it. Something smelled wrong, or rather, good? Driven by curiosity, the Guildmaster hurried outside, finding fellow adventurers already gathered in the courtyard. Now here, the Guildmaster could finally tell what was wrong. Somebody was cooking a meal. It was, in fact, Mikan, who was cooking a giant pot of stew over a makeshift campfire. Greeting them with a playful tone, Mikan exclaimed, "What a shame! You all woke up earlier than I expected. I wanted to surprise you with breakfast, just like my mother used to cook for me." With Makan's return came crates filled with food, a welcome sight for the hungry and fatigued adventurers. This was such a welcoming sight to the guildmaster that they didn't dare to question how Makan managed to enter the guild, or how he managed to carry all the supplies inside, or how he even knew that they were starving. None of it mattered. Adventurers eagerly assisted Makan in preparing the meals, and soon everyone enjoyed their first proper meal in days. In a moment of privacy, the guildmaster expressed gratitude to Makan for the supplies. However, the tone shifted unexpectedly when Makan made an unexpected admission. Without skipping a beat, he said, "I poisoned the food, guildmaster." The courtyard fell silent as Makan's unexpected revelation echoed through the air. Adventurers halted their eating, their expression shifted to horror as they processed the shocking statement. The atmosphere hung heavy with tension until, to everyone's surprise, both the guildmaster and Makan began to laugh. "I see you finally get my humor," Makan declared mischievously. The initial shock gave way to a wave of relieved laughter as the others joined in, breaking the tension. Finally, laughter has returned to the guild. Everyone's healed. Everyone's gained some bravery. Although, I'm gonna say, Alyssa... Wait, what? How? Wait. Okay, I think the bar glitched out there a little bit. And I think it was just visually glitched out. She was gaining the correct amount of bravery points. Okay, that made me feel like, because it snapped back down for a moment, I thought we had lost bravery from using one of the potions. Barrett approached the guildmaster and the adventurers. The guildmaster had hardly seen Barrett outside his forge ever since the siege started. After all, he was working tirelessly to keep everyone's equipment in shape. "Your equipment needs some maintenance," Barrett said. "I'll take care of it. I don't know, though, how much time is left until the next attack. Should I prioritize the armor or the weapons?" "Armor." "I'll do my best, guildmaster," Barrett responded. "I wish you good luck," he said one last time before Barrett carried the armors with him back to the workshop. Everyone gains protected for one encounter. And then over here, as the guildmaster and the adventurers made their rounds, Emily approached them carrying several potions in her arms. "Guildmaster, I've just made a new batch of potions for everyone, and here are some I saved for you," she said, handing them to the adventurers. Afterward, her face carried a worried expression when she asked, "Is it true? They say there will be a final assault." "It seems like it, yes," the guildmaster answered. Do you think we can win?" she asked nervously. The guildmaster smiled slightly and patted her head. "I don't know, but if things turn south, try to escape. Try asking Makan. If it's him, I'm sure he's able to get both of you out of here somehow." Emily tried to protest, but the guildmaster cut her off. "No backtalk, young lady." Sad look was on Emily's face, but in the end, she nodded. I'm going to dump these shovels, obviously. Those are the easiest things to get rid of. And I guessed one mana potion. Yeah. Elixirs, these cures, and a potion of bloodthirst. Despite Fiola looking much healthier now, she still wore a worried expression on her face. Some of the adventurers on the lookout have reported that the enemy has built a ram. I think this is it. They're intending to end it with the next assault. Now the guildmaster also became worried. Although their food situation had been solved, It was still the fact that they were outnumbered, and defending the guild if the gates were breached seemed challenging. However, the guildmaster could not see any way to stop the ram. After pondering it for a while, they began to sigh. At this point, there is nothing else we can do than to do our best in the upcoming fight. Hearing the answer, Fiola fell silent. If we... she started. If we do not make it... It seems like she had trouble saying it, but then she looked at the guildmaster and said, I want you to know that I do not hate you. The guildmaster was startled for a moment and didn't know how to respond, wondering if she was trying to make a joke. However, she looked at the guildmaster with serious eyes. There was only one right answer the guildmaster could give back. I do not hate you either, despite what I might be saying, they admitted. For a moment, it was silent around them until the guildmaster excused themselves to watch over the enemy activity. It'll be really weird talking to her next time, the guildmaster thought to himself. Wait for the final assault. Nothing else to do. Next battle will decide the fate of the guild. Guildmaster stood on top of the walls, gazing at the enemy's camp. Inside, it was a giant ram that could surely tear their gate apart, and there would be little they could do about it. Falcon soon joined the guildmaster's side. So, this is it, huh? In a few hours we'll die, unless some divine intervention will save us, Falcon commented, resignated. From what I've learned about the gods so far, I wouldn't place my hope on them, the guildmaster responded. However, I still believe in Lily. Calling the divine messenger by her name, how blasphemous, Falcon said and chuckled. A moment of lightness hung in the air, albeit fleeting, before Falcon's demeanor shifted, and his next words carried a heartfelt sincerity. If this is the end, then I'd like you to know that it's been an honor to have you as our guildmaster. The guild never would have become what it is now without you. I'm sure Guildmaster Fran would have been proud of what you did. The guildmaster smiled in response and replied, Thanks, Falcon. As the guildmaster reflected on their time as the leader of the guild, they realized that what they started as a duty out of feelings of guilt towards their deceased friend had grown into a genuine fondness for the guild and its people. I'm getting sentimental, they thought sarcastically. Suddenly, movement started in the enemy camp, signaling the beginning of the final assault. It was time to alert everyone and prepare for the enemy's last push. This time, the enemy forwent the walls and instead pushed their newly built ram toward the gate. The guild's archers did their best to rain arrows on the enemy, causing significant damage, but the ram remained unharmed and barely slowed down. Some mages attempted to cast spells on it, but the enemy's own spells casters protected it fiercely. Eventually, the ram reached the gate. It took hit after hit, each blow putting more strain on the wooden material and bulging it inwards. Then, with one final powerful hit, the gate sprang wide open. The gate had been breached. A giant rider led the enemy charge into the guild. The warrior was larger than any man they had ever seen. Was it even a man? It mattered little. The adventurers knew only one thing. The final battle for the guild had begun. Kill them. How about you take this group and I take the next one? Okay, well, let's start with this angelic song. And I guess we can also, you know what? No, you need to do the hasting for the party. Okay. Wanderer. Your leap is just not going to get past them. I'm gonna say brush, earth stance, leap, and then winding snake strike. Wanders right in the middle of the fray. Alyssa, personal speed potion. I mean, because you want to get up there for this and just chuck an inferno in here, yeah? That says 70. These are single target curses. The withering will be good in a minute. Maybe the firewall like this. How much does the firewall do? Storm, Elemental Fury might knock a few of them out. Let's go with the firewall here. Has Donovan has not gone. Elon, you're going to wait. Eric? You teleport to here. That's some damage on all of them. Go ahead. Give you the angelic blessing. And then, yeah, go ahead. No. We need to do the mass ages first. The protection is important. And then that's 45 for another turn. That's a lot of bravery points. I might save the rally for next turn. I am going to save the rally for next turn. Ah, you're going after the squishies. Of course you are. This guy's gonna rage. Done you, okay. He stepped next to the Bombardier to do it, so... Not great there, but, you know. Ooh, thanks for the heal. Elon. Do we carry... Yes, these potions of speed. Just outside of range of that, you can go ahead and rush. Actually... You in particular. And you know what? Or... Adrenaline's easier. You and me against the world, Eric. Yeah, go ahead. Smite. Come down here. Spend the bravery. Smite this one. Taking poison and regular at the same rate. Honestly, I think this Elemental Fury is more likely to kill someone. I don't think I'm gonna... Like, it's a zone thing. It's not gonna help against the particular boss. I'm gonna say another potion of willpower for you. And then... there we go. Paula, you can take the run up. Our bravery... get the Song of Valor off for the two people that need it. And... I guess we go Dancing Song. For all the extras. Wanderer. Take this attack here. Flurry of Blows. I should have done that beforehand, but sometimes I still mess up. And use you as a projectile. You can just stay right there. Donovan, run up and put your Angel as far forward as it'll go. And, Revelation costs... yeah, I'm not willing to spend enough to get me anything else. Eric. You're gonna die to blood loss. Do you have any weaknesses? Fire, apparently. Let me go like that. Although that's not gonna kill that one. You're going after Elon. That's charging through the fire like that. Oh, you fly over it. You're just way out there. I don't know how I would get anyone to you. Although, Eric did just kill someone. Although... oh. Don't counter him. Why did you run into the fire, you derp? Thank you for the healing. It's not going to be enough, though. I mean, not for the full battle. For enough. It's enough for right now. You guys gonna take that thing on? I've become so much together. Okay. Alyssa, don't you have... I thought you had a... I mean, you can just magical shield yourself like this. Then drink a regular health potion. Then go ahead with the withering. I mean, you are right in the middle of it too, so it's not bad. Paula, get us a soothing song. And then a steadfast song. Then spend the extra action point to take a reactive shot. Along here. Can Holy Cross like this. Chain attack. Gets the kill in. Spend a little bit to get me a smite. Finish him off. Wanderer. Water skin this dope. And medium potion done too. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna want to come this way here. And then can you just punch him to death? Thank you. Eric here. Teleport up to here. Health potion. Bravery points. Antidote. It is probably not the most efficient use of our turn, but I'm gonna save everyone I can. You're just gonna have to chug those potions. Ah! Trampling us back the other way. Where'd Wanderer go? It's just missing. Oh, you're gonna die. As soon as you took that swing, I knew he was just gonna smack you right out of existence. I'm gonna save as many as I can. Does not mean I can prevent stupid. Paula. Go ahead and run up. Get us this angelic song. Get us the battle song. Alyssa, come up here. Kill that guy. Wander here. Chug a mana potion. Chug a second one. Yeah, that wasn't an overuse. Hold on, if that guy's stunned already... Really? Stay still. Don't counter. Donovan here. Yeah, let Wanderer use a bunch more bravery, and Eric too. Wanderer had his turn, so you don't adrenaline, because Wanderers will use the ton next time. You... Any of these more likely to hit, but lightning is. And then go ahead and teleport back in this direction. Why are you not... Healer, heal! We've got out of this with most of the extras. Um... I can Song of Valor right now. That's probably not a bad idea. The personal song just moves someone up immediately. I want you to move in. Doctor of Death. And let's protect you. Yeah, we're just going to torch him. Unless I've got something else here. Careful, the effects duration runs exposed, vulnerable. Just throw a fireball at him. Don't overthink this. Wander, go ahead and opening strike. Oh, I should have had you do the multi-attack, but we actually do have a fairly high... Ugh. Yeah, go ahead and just smite this one. And then take a step over. Donovan. There we go. Eric. Actually, oh, not what I meant to click on. You can attack from back here, can't you? This costs bravery, so I'm gonna just go with this. Sneak attack from the rogue. Archer's taking a little pot shot here and there. Wait. Are you doing the heal damage thing? I thought that was like strictly Donovan's thing. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Paula, go ahead. Give me the dancing song. With that one. And then spend a little bit of your bravery to get Elon moving fast. Because he's gonna kill that thing and then he's gonna charge in. Alyssa, you are yet again stuck somewhere I don't want you to be. He does. I'm like, yeah, he has area control. I mean, if I just went freeze. The freeze didn't do anything, but it was worth a try. I'm not gonna do the trigger the area control though, obviously. But I will spend the bravery to get the little guy out. We're no longer withering. Go ahead and power up your strikes. We're gonna actually use as many as we can here. You can smite this guy. And then come here. Next wave is in 5 rounds. Ah! Basilisk is getting beat up. Done. Okay. Alyssa, maybe you should start leaving the Basilisk home. Maybe it's done with its level of usefulness. You know, maybe we just have to consider that as a possibility, you know? I'm gonna just let that be your turn for now. Get us a rally. And drink another mana potion. Ah, you're going after the squishy. Going after our mage, okay. You can counter this guy. They don't counter back. Ah, Paula. Wait, is he undead? Is that why they're able to heal? Because the vampires, I'm assuming, are undead too, right? The core guy, is that why the healer's healing them for damage? Already made that joke. You can go ahead... disappear up to here. Get us An angelic song. Spend your bravery, get us a battle song. Wander here. Punch through your armor. And then we opening strike you into... Oh, you just barely resisted death there. Well, Wander, I'd like you to finish him off. Alyssa. You take a step back like this. You can haste 4 here, including one of the little guys. And that can be your turn. Donovan. The heal here. And I'm gonna say walk right to here. I'm assuming the you will join in the attack on the Jotun. If I was to shield bash you. No. Go full hand. What? Oh, he disappeared there for a second and I was wondering what was going on, but it's just that his horse is down. If health falls below 50, units' movement is reduced by 2 and they lose trample, but gains new skills in exchange. What would those new skills be? Probably this, the close combat training, the whirlwind strike. Eric wants to teleport in and I mean this big strike on you. Yeah, anyone that can counter can counter. And then here comes all the little guys. Doing tick damage, but, you know, tick damage is damage. And that's actually not tick damage. It's not a lot of damage, but it's not tick damage. It's at least 10 points. Yeah. the priest is using magic missile over there, so actually does make sense that she's using heal on the undead. You got rehasted. This is the finale. Go ahead, stealth jump up to here. We can armor up you three. Wander here. Can we kill in one? Nope. Although the follow-up will do it. That can only be done on enemies, so you can just sit there. Eric. Time to go into overdrive. Did you ever get that ability that lets you have... I don't think anyone's gotten the ability that lets you have multiple mana blades active at a time. And, take a defense potion. Alyssa, come running in. You're going to burn him. I'm gonna spend what actions points you can to get a second burn on him. And yeah, he's going down fast at this point. Let's see if he can kill someone here. Wow. No, he can't. Alon, pleasure is all yours. Ah! Alyssa will skill steal from you. Everyone's getting a level up. Well, maybe not everyone, but got a little bit of vampire dust out of it too. The adventurers defeated the enemy's champion, but weren't sure if it amounted to anything. More and more enemies started to pour in from the gates, and as the adventurers battled desperately against the overwhelming tide of enemies, fatigue began to wear down their stamina. The guildmaster couldn't help but wonder if this was the end for the Adventurer Guild. Just as all hope seemed to be lost, a single sound cut through the chaos, the resounding blast of a horn. Could it be? Hope ignited within the guild as they rushed to a safe vantage point. There, on the horizon, an army bearing the banner of House Greyhorn emerged. "Yes," the Guildmaster exclaimed through the fortress. "Adventurers, help has arrived. Stay strong and fight them back. Victory will be ours." The news sparked a renewed vigor in the adventurers, who fought with even greater determination. As they pushed back the enemy, the Guildmaster observed the army of Greyhorn charging into the flanks of the enemy forces. The sudden and unexpected attack swiftly led to the breaking of the enemy's formation. With the pincer attack between the newly arrived army and the Adventurer Guild, the followers of the Emperor were soon routed, and the battle came to an end. Exhausted adventurers collapsed to the ground, but a final victorious cry echoed through the guild. The Adventurer Guild was saved. We got a bunch of we didn't use too many of our supplies, even in that one. We did use more than we normally do, which is basically nothing, but you got your promotions too. I would not be surprised if there were some double promotions in there. Red. Whoa, easy there. And Fiola. Hey, get off me. I'm so glad that you're still fine. I was so worried. I didn't know what to do if we were too late. If anything had happened to you, then Mwah. Calm down. Don't cry into my blouse. I already told her that there was no need to worry. Of course the Adventurer Guild wouldn't fall that easily. Weren't you just as worried? That's why you insisted on coming with us. Brother! Thanks for coming to our aid. We wouldn't have been able to last much longer without you. It's the least we could do for the Adventurer Guild after what you've done for us. Although, it took some convincing on my parents for them to send me. You should have seen the Divine Messenger and my little sister tear into them when they tried to make excuses. You didn't stand idly by either, brother. I've never seen you talk to father and mother like that. It's not like they had any high opinions of me in the first place. I really don't know how to repay you for all you've done. How about with a celebration in your tavern? I'm sure your adventurers will also like to let loose after everything they've gone through. That sounds like a great idea. Anything if it gets this crybaby off of me. Would you please let go? Never! Ah! Guildmaster? What's the matter, Eden? The witch. She has woken up. Please, go without me. I will join you later. I have something to do first. How are you? You need to tell us where the Emperor's body is. Didn't you see what he has done? He nearly killed you with a curse to keep himself safe. He doesn't deserve your loyalty. That curse, I placed it on myself a long time ago. When I first joined him, many of his followers were against it. No one could trust a girl from a demonic tribe like mine. So, to prove my loyalty, I placed a curse on myself and gave the Emperor command over it. He could end my life whenever he wished to. I still remember his expression when I told him about it. The horror on his face when I said I couldn't undo it, when I said I wouldn't undo it. His promise that he would never use it. I ruined him. I made him into the monster he is not. When he was on his deathbed, I should have let him go. Let him die as the greatest person ever known. But I couldn't. I told him how to extend his life. I used his love for his subjects against him. I put him down a road he never wanted. Since then, as time went on, he became more and more obsessed with the greater good. I know he has become mad. I know that this is not the person he wanted to become. But even when I wanted to believe that the man I once knew was still there, that not letting him go was not a mistake. But it was, and he paid for it. Where is his body? She waves her hand. A sudden image came into my mind. A location in the Ashenlands. I was sure that that was the location. What is happening to you? I've betrayed my emperor. The only reason I continue to live for. I'm tired. What was your name? Amandia. She became dust. We finally have the location of the Emperor's body. It's time to put an end to this. So, yeah, looks like we're charging towards the end game here. Some infighting between Adrian and Daryl. Immediately after that, okay. Clofield's drunk. Shadow training failed. And, adventures to level up. Although I think I'll do that off screen. Yeah, that was a long one. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And, yeah, I don't know if this party will ever manage to get out in time before... I mean, we've unlocked these last upgrades, right? Training course 6, 3 more levels, 15, 16, 17, that gets them up to 18. The blacksmith final upgrade. We could do some better rooms if we think people are getting particularly depressed. More resources to buy, although, you know, those aren't really useful until we have the money coming in to spend on it. But yeah, we are charging towards the end game. We've got to get Misasa's soul back, so we need to complete Ferdinand. Those definitely need to be done before we find the Emperor's body, but Guardians are on it. And, they sure seem happy about it. A lot of heavy injuries here, which is funny, because now they're only like a week long. That's fine. We'll push out some of these. We should have other parties here somewhat capable of going out soonish, anyways, bit by bit. And yeah, we've enjoyed this Let's Play so far. I'll see you next time.